Hello world! We've got an unusual brew today in mono red mid-range. There's been a bit of mono red not aggro decks running around, but they were mostly based on making power stones and ramping up into big greasy artifacts. Whereas this one is got potential to still aggro people out as we play a ton of burn spells, but then really wins with Thundering Raiju and then burn down the house, making 3 1/1 red devils when they're on like 10, and attacking with 3 and then another 4 damage from a Raiju, putting them to 7, and then they can't wipe the board or do anything because the devils deal 1 damage when they die. The only thing that gets around it is Farewell, but I mean, Farewell gets around everything, so it is what it is. But the deck's really cool. We got 4 copies of the Fable, the Mirror Breaker, which is like the best red card, but also not played in any of the regular red aggro decks because it just doesn't fit. It's not fast enough, not quick, deadly enough. Then we got Smoldering Egg, which is really fun. It does die to burn down the house when we have to board wipe, which is a little unfortunate, but it does live to Brotherhood's end. So if I had a few more copies of this, I might play them like maybe like this and come down one of these. But since I don't, this is what I got. Kind of a cool interaction that it lives. And then Bloodthirsty Adversary, great copy to target with the Fable, especially late game once you have a bunch of mana, because the token comes in and then you could pay 3 any number of times. So yeah, the deck's really cool. Hopefully I get to show you what it does. I play tested it last night in Mythic, and I won like 3 games in a row. So let's do it. Almost forgot one of the most important steps. Putting in nice lands. Can't forget that. I've been playing with the Kamigawa ones a lot, so maybe it's time to switch it up. What some nice Zendikar full arts. I like these. The world is crumbling. Good pick, good pick. Mono red mid-range. Show me what you got, deck. Oops. I think that's about right. 6%. Yeah, good hand. Want lots of hands, or lots of lands. This is a bad matchup. It's so hard to beat this deck when you're on the draw. Like, now he's got 2 mana up. Oh, okay, nice. Well, we definitely get to kill the Storm Chaser Drake. I think that's the more deadly of the two. It's hard to say. The Delver does flip and then be a 3/2, but nah, Storm Chaser's gonna draw him too many cards. He's too dangerous to be left alive. Alright, and we'll get rid of... Is it a land? I think so, right? Reckless Impulse should get us into more lands, so... Okay. I wonder if opponent counters Reckless Impulse when I go to cast it. It's one of those things that's a bit unusual. Now, opponent's not playing the standard mono blue brew after all. Got some green in there and a Surge Engine. Just want to kill that Surge Engine now. Let's... If he has Spell Pierce, it's gonna get me no matter what. Let's Fable, and then next turn we could double spell with 4 mana. We go Impulse and Lightning Strike, or whatever. I should have just got rid of that right away. It's a 5/4, now it dodges my stuff. Let's go with one of these and one of these. Draw some lands. Impulse into lands. There we go. We'll just attack. Hopefully he doesn't have the Spell Pierce, destroy all artifacts with mana value 3 or less. It's a mode you don't really see be used, but guess what? Surge Engine falls under this criteria. Got him. And a pretty good position here. Opponent just can't flip his Delver for the life of him. So let's keep impulsing. We want to hit all our land drops. That sucks a lot. I suppose we could get rid of the Abrade, or maybe a Lightning Strike. So what if opponent has another Surge Engine? So deal 1 damage to the Storm Chaser Drake and discard 1 card. And we decided on the Lightning Strike because we have 2 of them. He protects himself. Okay. Very good. Let's get rid of the Lightning Strike. And we got our land. Missing land drops is really bad for this deck. Like most mid-range deck, you gotta keep the tempo up. If you're not gonna win super early, you gotta have lands to do stuff later. Whenever a player casts a spell that targets only a single creature other than Ivy, you may copy it, then target Ivy. So, damn. Damn. Is it time to just board wipe? I think so, unfortunately. Like, oh yeah, you hate to board wipe reflections that just flipped. I could also Thundering Raiju and attack, but then I might be dead on board next turn if he has some spells. Too bad I don't have a play with fire. One with 1 green mana up. You could have another Tamiyo's Protection, cast it on the Ledger Shredder, copy it itself onto the Spell Thief. And then we'd be in trouble. So let's do this. Let's go there. Copy that. Attack like that. 1 there and 1 there. Alright, he didn't have it. Opponent did not have it. Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got him. Is there a way to win right now, actually? I was going to just board wipe, make a copy Reflections attack with both, or a Goblin Shaman attack with the 2 things. He probably chumps a bit and takes some, then board wipe. Is there a way to win right now with 7 mana? He's on 12. I can do 5 for the Adversary with haste. Lightning Strike out. I think it's really close here. So I'm not going to do the math properly because I'm not a good Magic player. So cast Lightning Strike. Whenever it targets only a single creature other than it, copy it. So I target the Ledger Shredder. Oh god, that made it connive. I did not factor in the connive. That's a non-land. It lives. Brutal. Wait, how come? Oh, you may copy that spell. I'm not reading the cards at all, boys. At all. I may have just blown this game for ourselves. Ah, la 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 la. So close yet so far. I've misplayed. It's okay, first game of the day, right? This stuff happens. It's okay. I'm not used to seeing the cards. If the Delver flips here, we lose. He doesn't. We might be okay. Alright, we're okay. Well, the deck did its thing. It gave us multiple opportunities to win, and we just threw them away multiple times. But then in the end, we won anyways. So, lucky day. And a good draw on top of it. Make our devils attack with everything. And we have play with fire with for insurance if it wasn't lethal. But we got him anyways, so good stuff. A little disappointed in myself for misplaying, but it's okay. We'll get better at piloting the deck. Only 2 lands on the draw with a Reckless Impulse. I think it's close enough. Damn, don't like Esper with this deck. Play a Bloodthirsty Adversary. If you're gonna kill it, kill it. If you're not gonna kill it, just pass priority. Alright. Way to take your time, friend. What do we got going on? What's our play now? Probably Reckless Impulse. Should I just kill the Flesh Gorger now before he gains life? And he's tapped out. Seems proper. Just pay the 3 life. I think it's fine. Mainly because we have a land in hand to play without having to cast the Impulse. As long as we hit our land drops, we could do things later. Oh, that's a cool plains. So no land drops, now we'll definitely Impulse. Try to hit one. That's pretty unlucky. But at least we could play with fire on their face and get our scry. Wandering Emperor? No. Feels like he had it. Sees burn down the house, doesn't want to play into it. I don't have mana to cast it, so he should be playing into it, that is. Smoldering Egg is good, but it's not a land. And it's better against aggro, so we'll put it away. Now, opponent definitely has a removal or something. So let's just play a Thirsty Adversary instead of the Raiju. Raiju's a lot better, but it leaves us tapped out. So yeah, that would have dealt with the Raiju just the same. We wouldn't have Abrade up. Hopefully he plays an Abrade target. I wish this was an artifact. Phyrexian legendary artifact creature, you know, like, look at her. She's literally covered in metal. How is it not an artifact? It would make Abrade so much better. And shielded so much worse. Okay. We just gotta hit a land and then burn down the house. Just play an adversary and pass. We haven't seen any counter magic yet from opponent. Damn, damn, damn.
No more distractions. Sacrifices must be made.
Alright, all the eggs in the draw land basket. We should draw land. I'm playing 23 or 24. I think it's 23. Statistically. Hot damn. Alright. Impulse. There's a land. Let's just play the Smoldering Egg to chump the Shielded. Take 4 damage less. Opponent removes it. That's fine too. Come on, play another creature out. Give us the maximum value from Burn Down the House. You won't do it. Gotta taunt him sometimes. What are you, afraid? Where's your Messiah now, she? Ouch. We're dead. He got us. Good game, man. 4 of them shielded, 1 on draw. Can't do anything about that. The deck was very unkind to us. Not a big deal. I'm gonna go no with that for sure. And no one likes getting land screwed. The deck had no business doing that to us. Let's have a quick peek, see if we have 23 or 24 lands. I think 23 is the right number. It is 23. It's fine. Happens sometimes. Can't get the perfect draw every game, but I think this deck is fairly consistent. Let's keep going. Up against opponent Tankenstein. Tankenstein 89. That's a fine hand. This deck is so good against aggro because of all the removal we play. Good start here, good start. Opponent likely just removed the egg. And then we drop a Fable. Yeah. What else you got? Another dog? Another dog or Evolve Sleeper? Nothing, just holds up Gopher Throat. That's good too, opponent. That's good too. Likely kills the Goblin Shaman here. Yeah, he does, he does. So what do we discard next turn? We gotta get to lands. Mishra's command doesn't seem that great with all the removal we have. Oh, we got 2 lands. Maybe we take 1 land and 1 Mishra's command? Yeah, let's do that. Alright. We gotta try to get some board wipe. That is a board wipe. Might not be able to cast next turn though. Any creatures in the graveyard? No, that's good. That's just pre-combat lightning strike the underdog. Don't want to pay that ward cost if we don't have to. Oh, I should not pre-combat that. Well, I guess he doesn't want to exile the underdog from his own graveyard anyways. Ramble on. So we missed on the land draw. Opponent with 3 mana, probably yet another removal spell, right? They played just 2 mono black, mono removal. Let's make that Graveyard Glutton flip, right? That's good. There's our land drop. There's our second impulse. That'll make him flip. And we're going to board wipe. So we're fine to block, since we're going to lose the reflection anyways. Protect our life total. Good draw. Let's go land. Brotherhood's End. Deal 3 damage to everything. Finish it off with a play with fire. And we'll hold up the Abrades. Not too often will you see mono red control mono black. Ah, why must I speak? Not too often will you see mono invoke despair. Shut the fuck up. Gotta leave him back because of the tenacious underdog. Opponent probably just invoke despairs us again. That was brutal. Kind of funny, but mainly brutal.
For the sake of all Innistrad, my will must be obeyed. You fight for me now.
Okay, we got all the mana in the world. We could cast 3 Abrades next turn. Let's do this. Grow him. See what he does. Takes it. Okay. We'll pass the turn with all 3 Abrades up. Opponent cast Tenacious Underdog from his graveyard. He does. Let's Abrade them all. See ya, Jim. See ya, Joe. And finally, see you later, Jeff. Jim, Joe, and Jeff. The 3 J's. Fortunately, we have to leave back a Raiju. Like, okay. If he drops a land, we're dead, because he could attack with both underdogs. Yeah, let's just bank on him not having a land. But we're almost certainly dead here no matter what. But if we don't attack and don't do damage, then we're just letting him get us eventually. He's got it. Good game, buddy. Damn, we lose 2 in a row. We got brutalized by Invoke Despair that game. Absolutely brutalized. But this deck is really good. Trust me, okay? We're going to come back. We're going to have a good little win streak here at the end. It's natural that I got to lose some now. I was on a 3 win streak yesterday before I stopped playing. Good little win streak coming up. I'd Invoke Despair for 6 damage. Opponent draws 3 cards. I was like, okay, we're stable. we wiped the board. We're on 8 life. We're coming in. One was like, nope. Invoke Despair, you're on 2 life now. I kept the play with fire. Don't need the scry that bad. Was not too sure what opponent's playing yet. Now it looks like control. I will shock his face. Try to scry away a land, hopefully. Beautiful. We want action. Opponent probably counter spells. Make disappear or negate. Faithful Mending. Opponent's playing portal combo. Reanimate the portal. Yeah, this is one of the reanimate targets, right? May look at the top card anytime. Play lands and cast spells from the top. Once during each turn, you may cast 1 for free. Oh, from your hand or the top of the library for free. The Jeskai reanimate combo. So, we want the land for sure. Let's get rid of these two. Okay. We gotta go. We gotta go fast here. Opponent could potentially reanimate next turn if we don't kill this. If the shaman gets to attack and he gets his 5th mana, then he could cast the Invoke Justice. That's what it's called. There it is. Invoke Justice. He had it in hand. Yeah, so if we didn't kill that, he has all the white mana. He attacks Invoke Justice for sure. One with Multiverse hits the battlefield. Gets to cast something else for free. Either a board wipe or, I don't know, Portal of Phyrexia. Something nasty. But now none of that happens. And we're representing lethal if he doesn't have anything. Looks to me like he has probably the Wandering Emperor. Let's Lightning Strike his face. Opponent down to 8. Got him, boys. All right, that's just the beginning of our win streak. We're gonna streak here. This is a good hand, but pretty bad against mid-range. Fellow mid-range decks. And we finally get matched up with aggro. Finally, good stuff. This is where this deck really shines, is in this matchup against the regular version of mono red. We just get to stomp them. Use them and abuse them. He gets to see some cards, but only gets to cast 1. What does he get? Probably the Swift Spear. No biggie. And then next turn, discard 2 mountains, cast another Fable, the Mirror Breaker. All right. Kind of want to just kill that monastery's with Spear right meow. Sir, did you just meow? Let's not worry about the Swift Spear. Let's play efficiently. Land for turn. Another Fable. Pass. Opponent on 2 lands with a Swift Spear is not too threatening. We hit a land now. There we go. Perfect. We'll get rid of the Mishra's command. And then land, adversary, pay the 3. We'll play with fire. And our turn to start getting in. Yeah, opponent no choice but to lightning strike the reflections. Make 3 1/1s. I'm surprised to see opponent trade there, trying to protect his life total for some reason. Good game, good game. That's the typical mono red matchup. We do the same thing to the Azorius deck that's so popular that I keep losing to. Just doesn't want to match me with it today because I'm trying to get matched up with it, you know? But let's smash some more aggro. Mono black loses. Does it? we got the draw. It's an okay hand with the impulse. Hopefully it's aggro, otherwise we lose. Doesn't look like aggro. This deck is so good against aggro, and then just kind of decent against mid-range. This is good. This is excellent, actually. Such a good start. It's 7 counters, right? It flips, or is it 6? 7. Almost for sure we're going to Reckless Impulse unless we draw a Fable the Mirror Breaker. Land for turn, and we'll pass with Play with Fire up. Returns the 2/2, yeah. Can't kill it before we cast anything. Though I'd like to. Oh, Sarah Paragon. Hello there. Well, what does that change? He gets to play land from the graveyard next turn. And now we desperately want to burn down the house, right? So there's no point killing the naturalist with Play with Fire. We'd rather keep Play with Fire for something later. This is our last chance to cast the Raiju anyways. So we're gonna go like this. Put a counter on the Raiju. Get in for 4. It's too bad we can't have the Raiju live or the Smoldering Egg. But that's okay. This is a huge burn down the house. Protect the life total. Play another creature, man. Not that lucky. That's a bit of a blowout for opponent. We just lost 4 premium creatures. Impulse first, try to hit a land, and then Thundering Raiju? Maybe even a Mirror Breaker off the top? What does that change? Nothing. We want to cast the Adversary when we have a bunch of mana to sink into it. So because we already paid 2 that turn for the Reckless Impulse, we didn't have the extra 3 to pay when it ETBs. Now we do. The opponent gave us a nice target for it. So we'll pay the 3, play with Fire. See you later, Jim, Joe, and Jeff. Attack with all. We are stable. Burn down the house with is just so sick. Just such a sick card. Back up to 94. Kind of flippy floppy here. 94, 93, 94, 93. Let's go for one more win. All right. Can't really keep this, can we? No. 2 lands, not enough. Even with a Scry from Play with Fire, too risky. Too risky. No Reckless Impulse. We're on the play. No draw. Well, isn't this just almost an identical hand? I don't want to go to 5. It's even worse, right? So, I don't know. I guess we'll try to do it. Try to hit some lands. That's not a land. See you later. Good. Burn down the house and adversary on the bottom. Okay. That's fine, right? Like, we value the mana more than anything. We want to keep one of these mountains? No, I think we want to get deeper into action. Reckless Impulse. Probably will still hit a land anyways, right? Statistically. I mean, we really want to Raiju. Nah, let's do it. Right on. Right on. That was risky. We went for the higher upside play and we got rewarded. Often when you do that, you'll get not rewarded. Try not to swear so much. I know I swear a lot, a bit more than I should. Attack with both. Put the counter on the Raiju so we can't trade with the Yawgmoth. Chooses to trade with the Shaman. And we got the double spell still. Fable with the Abrade up. Gotcha, Space Pope. Invoke Despair. Invoke D's. Oh, you're gonna keep up a blocker? Got him, boys. Alright, I think that's gonna be it, right? It was pretty fun. Let's look at the deck real quick. Did we miss out on any sweet interactions? Not particularly. I mean, sometimes when the decks go, or sorry, when the games go long and the deck stabilizes against mid-range, we do get to do some cool stuff, but we wouldn't get to showcase it. Where, like, the Fable flips, and we wait till their end step to copy a Raiju, and then on our next upkeep, we copy another Raiju, or not upkeep, but, you know, before combat. Then we attack with 3 Raijus, and that's just nasty because it places 3 counters on the board, and then all your things have counters, and they each deal 3 or 4 damage, and they're all 4/4s with haste, and just like some big explosive damage. And then the other one that's cool is copying Bloodthirsty Adversary with the Fable, when it's like, you know, turn 8, and you spend 1 mana on that, and then you have 6 mana left to pump 2 into this, so then you cast like 2 lightning strikes from the graveyard, or sometimes even 2 reckless impulse, and just get to look at 4 more cards and reload when you're out of cards in hand. So yeah, there's some really cool interactions in here. Burn Down the House was kind of the start. Like, I kind of want to play a 4th one if I keep playing this deck. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed Mono Red mid-range, kind of a different thing. Just another homebrew. Love brewing decks, and I love playing stuff that you don't see on the ladder every day. So this is kind of my thing, man. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you have a great day.